Reynolds back in a hurry. Reynolds to the hole. Rubio flanks and scores! Takesha Granberry on target. The throw, the catch, touchdown!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. Buy clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. Buy Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics Program. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
If he was interested in something, he had the best attention span of all. If he wasn't, he was out of there.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Sarah Kirkwood from the volleyball team. On today's show, you'll see highlights from our football game against North Carolina State, a feature on defensive end Chris Long, and lots of other highlights. But first, here's your play of the week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
And Jameel Sewell might be changing the play here with 1:37 left to go in the game. Sewell will hand off Snelling. Snelling's got another hole inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown! Jason Snelling! Touchdown!
And some guys carry the ball for their team, and some guys carry the flag. And he obviously was carrying the flag on the way into the end zone.
I seen the crease, that we had worked on, and they had a blitz, and I hit it, and I was able to score. The opportunity to score, to go up at the end of the game, that's great. That's every player's, dream, the opportunity to get the ball in the hands and make a big play. And I was able to do it, so, I was real excited to get the win.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next.
30, he broke it, 25-20, near side, 10, 5, knocked out of bounds.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. Our football team took on ACC rival NC State yesterday. Let's take a look at the game story.
The Cavalier game highlights are presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Today, from the Carl Smith Center, home of David A. Harrison Field at Scott Stadium, the University of Virginia plays host to the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. These two ACC teams return to the gridiron after a 3-year absence, and both squads today are trying to stay alive in the Atlantic Coast Conference race. Play fake by Evans, stays in the pocket, now under pressure. Long goes after him, Chris Long the sack.
He had a couple pressures there where he flushed the quarterback out. He had the sack early, which was really kind of an energy-generating sack, too. It wasn't just get the guy on the ground, really lifted the defense up.
From the 40, Sewell, 5-step drop, pressure, sets up screen to Snelling. Snelling's got the block, 45-50. Snelling dodges a tackle, 45-40, far side, and out of bounds at the 34. 25-yard line of NC State, under center, 5-step drop, looking end zone throws. Man, the catch right at the 2-yard line. He got Ogletree open at the 2. It'll be Phillips in motion, the tight end. Sewell to hand off. They give it to Snelling. Snelling to the goal line. Touchdown.
He's got a great heart. He's got a great will to carry the ball. There were a lot of plays today that were 3-yard gains, a few that turned into 7-yard gains.
Receiver up top and 2 running backs, and Evans to throw. Sets the screen pass. The catch at the 20-yard line and knocked out of bounds. Jamel Eugene, the running back, had nowhere to go. From the 21, 3rd and 14. Evans looking downfield to throw. Throws. He's got a man to catch at the 16-yard line, and Blackman is tackled and knocked off his feet. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it left.
We've been playing with each other for a while now, so if you're going to win this month, you got to play great D. So Coach London made it a point that everybody go out there, fly around, and really play with their heart. So that's why we were out there doing what we did today.
It was a physical game. I just remember growing up, here, you know, and just watching physical play. And my first year watching that team, we were real physical, and last year we were physical late in the season, and we just want to be continue that trend.
Now Evans, the blitz is on. Evans is going to be hit and sacked back to the 35. And John Copper, the second year out of Roanoke, the sack, 32-yard line. Evans out of the gun. Evans looks to throw. That ball batted in the air, incomplete.
Today they had to go out there knowing every series the game was on the line. And I was impressed with their competitive resolve under that circumstance.
Shotgun with 2 wide left. Evans to throw again. Pressure coming. Evans steps up. Evans throws. Has got a man. It's going to be caught. Caught by Dunlop inside, by Blackman inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Evans to throw, looking end zone, lobs it, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown.
We just needed to score, and everybody knew that. We just knew that. We had that mindset like, we're not going to let them stop us this time. We should have had that mindset the whole time, but just plays by myself that weren't allowing us to do that. But we came back and just made it happen.
The coach came up to us and said, you know, this is our chance, you know, to really buckle down and, you know, be a big league ball club. And the offense responded, and we were able to get the win.
Fontel Mines will be in motion from the near side. Sewell the play fake, locks in, throws, catch. Fontel Mines makes a move. Fontel first down to the 33-yard line.
It really got started with kind of a send the message play by Fontel when he caught the short ball in the flat and just wasn't going to go down until he made the first down. And so a lot of them really just, they knew what was at stake, and they stepped up.
Ogletree in the slot, Snelling the lone running back from the 33. Sewell the quick drop over the middle of the slant. It's been there all day. Ogletree the catch, reverses his field to the 45-yard line. Fakes the inside handoff. Sewell to carry, far side, 50, and Sewell knocked out of bounds shy of the NC State 45-yard line. He got just about 10. Snelling the lone running back. Sewell the deep drop. Sewell looking to throw, and it's going to be caught tight end, 36-yard line. Tom Sammy goes to his knees and makes a terrific catch. Sewell, the handoff, and it's Snelling, and Snelling, point of attack, 30. He broke it, 25-20, near side, 10, 5, knocked out of bounds. Sewell will hand off. Snelling's got another hole inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Jason Snelling, touchdown!
The run previous before the touchdown, I felt like I should have scored, you know, and I kind of got it bounced, so I was real determined to get in, and I seen the crease, you know, that we had worked on, and they had a blitz, and I hit it, and I was able to score.
I guess it was about 10 days ago. Jeff, I'll use the same thing I said then. I came in and said some guys carry the ball for their team, and some guys carry the flag, and he obviously was carrying the flag on the way into the end zone.
Everybody has one focus, and that was to win the game. And somebody had to let somebody off the hook at the end. The offense kind of let us off the hook at the end. And, you know, I can't say enough about those guys. You know, we're a real team.
The Cavs will rush 4. Evans to throw over the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Tony Franklin goes up to get it.
It was just a play where I knew they were going to go back to that slot guy because they've been going to him a lot of our games. So, you know, I just stuck with the man, helped my man Byron out. He was able to make a play on the ball.
It was fifth-year seniors for Tony and Jason to step up and make those 2 great individual plays. It's certainly very representative of their teammates and a great punctuation on their careers here at Virginia.
This year on Cavalier Sports Weekly, we've been bringing you a new feature we call the Tip of the Week. And today, I've been asked to demonstrate one of my favorite techniques in the sport of volleyball. Today, I will be showing you how to jump serve. When done effectively, the jump serve is extremely hard to defend due to the topspin and the speed of the ball. The most critical part of the serve is the toss. So the steps of a basic jump serve are as follows. First, you toss the ball, then you approach to it, jump, and strike the ball, hopefully leading to an ace on the other side of the court. And that's your tip of the week. He's a local legend, a hometown hero, a crowd favorite, and one of the best players on the football team. Charlottesville's Chris Long, third-year co-captain, is your Student Athlete of the Week.
The Student Athlete of the Week is presented by the Virginia Lottery. In 2006, the Virginia Lottery contributed a record $454 million to public schools throughout the Commonwealth.
Right now, in football terms, they call it his motor. But as a child, I think the euphemism was spirited, and that showed itself from about day one. He definitely didn't want to mellow out. He didn't sleep through the night till he was 4 years old. He was very curious, never sat in the circle at Mommy and me, was always up and going. And if he was interested in something, he had the best attention span of all. If he wasn't, he was out of there.
I was just a daydreamer, and I just would do whatever I felt like doing, and sports wasn't that important when I was a little kid. And from when my dad played, I didn't even really watch all the games that were on TV.
Both my husband and I, being back east people, we wanted to get out of LA, the floods, the fires, the riots, the mudslides, and we decided to move to Charlottesville, and Chris was adamant about not leaving his friends.
I threatened my parents that I was going to stay in Los Angeles. I was like 8 or 9. I threatened them that I wasn't going to leave the house when it was time to move, and I was really serious about it.
So we said, well, if we go to Charlottesville, you'll be 9, you can sign up and play football. Well, immediately my husband said, he's not playing football. That's a brutal sport. He doesn't really have the personality for it. And I said, well, you know what? If we tell him he can't play football, it'll be like the forbidden fruit, and he'll always want to play. So we'll use it as a ploy to get him to be excited about moving to Charlottesville, and he'll play the first year, get hit once, and he won't want to play anymore. So that's what we decided. So he signed up, and he loved the hitting.
I feel like it's a lot more legitimate, my passion for the game now, in that they didn't push me in that direction, or even in the direction of sports. Like I said, I just want to do whatever I do 100%, and that's what I was told. So, when I chose to play football, obviously I've got, a great background with that, with my dad and everything, but, this is just what I chose to do.
And initially, he was really, I want to do it my own way, Don't tell me how to tackle, I want to do it my own way. He was like a big lab puppy, and his body moved in really strange ways when he was, 9, 10 years old. You could see all the energy in him trying to move forward, and yet, his arms and his legs were it was interesting. But it was a whole lot of fun because his energy was just contagious.
When I first saw Chris, exactly as a 7th grader, he was a JV football player for us, and I would say that Diane was right. He had great energy even then, but he had no clue. He was stumbling all over the place half the time. He was a great big body and a big motor, and just didn't know what to do with it.
He coached me from the time where I was a 100-something pound, uncoordinated 8th grader, to my senior year when I had all these accolades coming in, and people were at my games to watch me play and stuff. And throughout the whole time, he just preached to me about, just how to conduct yourself on and off the football field, and the way to compete.
How he completely backed off and let Chris kind of find his way, and then Chris came back around. And I think when his teammates started asking Dad asking Howie questions about football, and Chris saw that his teammates really relished and looked forward to hearing what Howie had to say, that Chris said, oh, maybe there's something to this. Maybe I live with him. Maybe I should ask him some questions too.
It's the greatest thing in the world, being a big brother. You didn't get beat up when you were a kid because you were the oldest. That's all right. But mostly I'm just very proud of my brothers, and as any big brother is.
It's very physical in our house, and it still is, where if the boys have a disagreement, it immediately, bodies are flying over couches and sliding on the hardwood floors into walls. And, I'm supposed to know when it's for fun, and then I'm also I don't know when it escalates. It's hard to tell sometimes. So I'll jump in and try to break them apart, and then suddenly, where it looks like, son A and B are getting into it, I intervene, and then they turn on me and say, Mom, we're just having fun. We're just brothers. This is what we're supposed to do.
There were more stitches in the Long household. As we played hard. You know what I mean? So I think that made my brothers tough, and unfortunately, I didn't get any tougher from it. I just almost didn't. I wasn't able to play sports for a year. But I feel like right now, me and my brothers are as close-knit as any.
Chris came up with it by himself and told his high school coach before he told us that he was coming to Virginia. Of course, once he decided, we were thrilled.
I actually came with him to see Coach Groh and meet with Coach Groh the day that he committed to Virginia. And on the ride over here, I asked him, I said, Chris, if he's going to offer you today, how do you feel about it? He said, Coach, I'm going to be a Cavalier. He said, I've always wanted to be one. I've wanted to be one since I was a little boy. It was just, it was pleasing. I didn't know I was the first one. He did tell me later that I was the first one, but to know it. But I could see it in his eyes that it really meant something to him.
It just means a lot to me because it's what I've chosen to do. At the end of the day, I just want to, I play for respect and to be a good teammate and these things. That's what's important to me.
Basketball season is close to getting underway, and our men's and women's teams are busy preparing for their home openers. This week, on Who's Heating Up, we go inside basketball practice in the John Paul Jones Arena.
Who's Heating Up is brought to you by Propane, exceptional energy.
We're really focusing a lot on defense, not allowing as much penetration as we did in the past, keeping our hands up to not allow the ball to get into the post so easily because we're not that deep in the post, just pressuring and getting up so we can get a lot of steals and get easy buckets. You always got to go back to the fundamentals, especially in the beginning of the season, get your mind right with the boxing out because those are keys to the game, boxing out, taking charges, help defense, things like that. But we also run our offense against our defense to basically kill two birds with one stone, get our offense in there and get practice in that also while playing our defense. Obviously, I heard a lot about Monica Wright before she came in, and she's everything that everyone talks about and more. She's probably one of the strongest first years I've ever seen. Paulie Shikellum, we call her Pooh. She's also really, really strong, especially for the point position, and her first step is really deceiving. And Jaina, she's really like a finesse player down in the post, but her outside shot is unbelievable. A lot of people would be surprised.
1, 2, 3, team! When you lace them up in your locker room to get ready to come out here, that should be the single most thing on your mind. How collectively that we raise the level of energy in this gym.
It's something that Coach stresses, day in and day out in practice, bringing the intensity. Because, I think we bring the intensity in practice, carry over in the games and to make, the process of practice go a lot smoother. I think players to get the feel of things and understand the way we got to play in order to win games. Right now, the main part, coaches want us to, continue to play hard, pick up the defense a little bit, just keep doing the things that he wants to do. Been going over a few offenses, been adding things in. So, guys just getting the swing of it. I think the biggest thing right now is just leadership, just try to go out there and lead by example and try to, show them things that we need to do in order to win.
Coming up after the break.
Men's soccer took on ACC rival Wake Forest on Friday night. Let's take a look at the game story and check results for more of our teams on this week's Olympic Sports Spotlight.
The Olympic Sports Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
Johnny took a corner kick. We try to go back post with our balls now because, we have some taller guys, and that's just the play we run. The goalie went up for it. We kind of got a hand to it and just fumbled it, and I was right there for the rebound.
I thought we created enough chances, in particular in the first 25 minutes of the game, up until we scored in the second half. I thought we had control of the game too. I don't think we played poorly. I think we played well in spots. But in games like this, we have to, manage not only the team but the conditions and be smart, and not let them back into the game so quickly like that. We didn't do a good job there, and get ready for next week.
I thought we had a lot of good chances in the first half. We just weren't able to convert. But it's just part of sports, and sometimes that happens in soccer. But I'm not bent out of shape. I bet you we take 11 more chances just like that, we score 5 of them. So it just didn't fall for us tonight, and that's fun.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. Next week, we'll have highlights from our football game against Florida State, and lots of other highlights, game stories, and features from our Olympic sports. Until then, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program.